Welcome to College Station, Texas. Today, at the home of the 12th man, as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Aggies will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Wyoming's offense will start this game off. And here's the veteran, a guy who has been... This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
On second down, looking again to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. We take a look at our impact players for this game. David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense Starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, going up top. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards and they'll move the chains. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Give to the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wants to throw, it's Cook. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. And he's knocked down at the 10. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Coming after it. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back.
At the 39, and your Texas A&M.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. At midfield, he's got room. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Sticks it in his belly. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to pass, it's Cook. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The kickoff unit about to go to work. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he...
Will take
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Open runway ahead. The 30. He's at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Got the quick completion. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the Cowboys will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And good work by the coverage team. Turn man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got the screen set up. Finds a crease at the 20. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. It's a draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early in this one. They just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for just shy of midfield. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which is really...
Flying down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon State. They're Packers. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. For the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll toss it to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Cook. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there and knocking that ball away.
They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get... Stop at the 19. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. Returns like that or why you don't. Fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Looking left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
2nd down now after the sack. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of...
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair on the 35. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the 2nd quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gonna let it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create
At the 25.
field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll start the third quarter with the run. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach, you saw it on that play.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And now on second down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Cook. Looking for space to the left. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 7 over Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a young man.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing 1st and goal.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Wyoming!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. His team gets the returner on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Cook. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a crease. It's Lamb. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter. They keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
How nice is it as a... Got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen, even when it's not... He is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
They'll try the toss to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none. Stopped at the 23. First down here for the offense. He's gonna pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Boyd. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Looking to throw it again. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side now. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
At the 8-yard line. 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got his man. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tackled at the 25.
Ball carrier.
Jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Big reason why his team has the lead is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It'll be a draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
To punt it away.
Fair catch, called for and made. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Little. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.